Hello and welcome back, everybody. Jumping back into our playthrough of Blueprints. We'll go ahead and continue on with our day 26. This is post room 46. We got our ending credits, rather our tutorial credits, as there's still much more to uncover. Today's stream, I think we're just going to go in with the goal of trying to find as many dates as possible. I have plenty written down, but kind of in a chaotic fashion. I want to take a better note of what information we have ahead of us. Always checking the spot. If you've been keeping up, there may or may not be somebody else in the house who apparently messed with that or will be messing with that. Paranoia. Let's grab my allowance. But we're going to be on the lookout for dates, because dates open up the safes, and I believe the majority of the letters that we need will be in those safes. So we will continue to be on the lookout for any and all dates, and we will try our best to catalog them in a little bit more of an orderly fashion, because at the moment I kind of have them just written out all about a page in my notebook, so I think I'm going to make a little bit more of a orderly and detailed fashion of that process. We're going to run over to the side shack, as we always do, to start off the day. And see what we can pull. Shelter we've already done, and we have gotten our letter from that. Schoolhouse is always tempting. And sometimes has an item in it, but I think we're honestly going to go tool shed for this run. Metal detector and sledge are both excellent. This will help keys and coins pop up as we wander the house. And the sledgehammer there will be great for the padlocks if we come across any trucks. Now, we uncovered a big portion of the, I guess, undercroft, we could call it, of the basement. We solved the cog problem down that way. Let's head to the right, as we always do. And uncovered another red letter down there, which brought us up to 3, so we just need to find another 4. According to the prophecy, we will find, well, there are 8 letters, but we will only find 7, supposedly. This is not the greatest pull this early, so let's just do a regular bedroom, just maybe set that up for later. Okay. No items, unfortunate. Did this have a date on it? It's a postcard. No, it did not. Okay. Ooh, gallery is new. Oh, no, it's not. That was one we got the first day after room 46. I do want to hop in there and take a look. It's a word puzzle that we have to try and figure out. I didn't get it the first time around, but I wanted to take another stab at it. Thick. So this one, we were able to spell out. Let's see, black with it. And the others, I tried doing some word combinations, whatever we could spell. But I'm not sure where you would get black from that. Oh, let's see. Okay, thick. So those are thick, and then K. And handcuffs up above. Well, I'm gonna go with black for right now, because that, I think, was the only words we could spell with it. Stop, P, and apple. Actual, objective, and genu, and very. I want to say genu is French, but I think very is Latin. I'll have to double check that, but I believe very is Latin, and I think genu is French. And then we have a couple, well, not a couple, all of the sins, and an infinity symbol with nails. So yeah, we're gonna have to come back to this place, because this one I do not get right away. Let's keep pressing north. We'll pop a security room here. We do have our gems from getting, I think, what was it, the morning room? Yesterday, the day before this. Now we'll keep heading north. Boiler room has been useful too, and I do want to power it up in case we get the lab, so I think we're going to pop open the boiler room. This is what allowed us to get down to the basement, that dark room last time, which I don't think we'll need to go back down there anytime soon. Okay, that one's not powered up yet. There we go. I have to remember how to properly do this one. Let's turn that on, right? Okay. So that's going to this door, which it's locked anyway, so swap this over to fully power that, and we just need to get the other two going. This is coming this way, so we'll swap that. That goes up to there. Yeah, we want this going up. Powering the generator. And we want this one going up as well. There we go. Now we'll be powered down, but it should open up the other side for us, right? Yeah, excellent. So I believe we should be up and ready for the boiler. Oh, what are you? Huh. I never noticed that before. I don't know what those paths are for. It's rather loud, too. We'll have to switch this back over. Will that turn off the generator? It won't. Cool. Well, now I'm curious as to what those do. Oh, you know what? I've seen vents or like power structures similar to that in other rooms. So that's locked. So maybe if we find what rooms they go to, that might help us out a little bit. Ooh. Let's do wine cellar. Not too worried about dead ends just yet. I don't have a shovel. It's unfortunate. And we'll head back and double through the security room here. Oh, okay. So furnace we also haven't done yet. Showroom I don't have the money for right now. Let's do... Because I don't want more red rooms to spawn, but we also haven't done the furnace. And maybe we'll get a red room we haven't seen before, which might also help us out. So I'm gonna do furnace. We haven't done it before, so we have to pop it open. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. It doesn't seem like too much is going on in here. However, like I said, maybe spawning more red rooms, especially after we've already kind of gotten to our final destination, might help us out, possibly. We do have to double back though, which is unfortunate. Hey, Ralphine, how you doing? Am I early? I'm on 3:30, right? Ooh, and here comes all the red. We'll do courtyard, I think, in this instance. And we'll break this open with the sledgehammer. Let's see if we can't go through here. Yeah, I popped on at 3:30. I wasn't feeling 4, because I felt like it was a little later in the day. Ooh. Let's get a good source of gems. Let's do nursery. But we set it for 3:30 for the stream schedule. Which I think we'll be doing 3:30 here on out. Office would be good too. Let's do... Oh, I don't have the coins for it. Never mind. Let's redraw. This will also be a bit of a detriment, but let's do archives. The same deal. There is... in the aquarium that... was it that arrow or an X in front of the filing cabinets? I want to see if any of them you can interact with. It doesn't seem like it, but... Oh, shoot. Then maybe it's the time difference. Like AM in the morning, like just after midnight AM. Let's head block off this room to the east here, to the west rather, to the drawing room. I think we'll come back to that safe. Like I said, we're gonna be on the hunt for dates. What are you doing up so early? I would say late, but you know, really a matter of perspective. The white box is false. The blue box is false. The gems are in a box with a false statement. Okay. I mean... Okay, if this was true, then both of these could not be true. So this could be true, which would make that true. Or sorry, which would make that false. And if this was true, I'm gonna go for the white, because then this would be in the false statement. Excellent. We'll go closet. We'll clap out that dead end and maybe get some items. Oh, finally a key. You're always awake at that time of night. Well, it's not that crazy. I'm a bit of a night owl myself. I enjoy especially early morning, twilight hours after midnight. I like watching the sunrise. So not that crazy at all. I suppose it's a good time to relax and just... Oh, we'll definitely get some keys for this run. To relax and watch something like Blueprints. I mean, that's cozy. That sounds nice. Okay, there's not a date on there. We don't have the car keys. I want to double check the note inside the car and just make sure I'm not missing a date. Same deal. I think this thing had a date on it, right? It did. So I'm gonna jot that down as well. Well, I'm gonna try and make sure not to run the stream over 3 hours again. Make sure I'm not keeping you up until 4 a.m. unless you got something else going on in the morning. In that case, I'm very willing to help you out. Alright, we'll write down that date real fast in my little notebook. You know what? While we're at it, let's just try it here at the... Let's burn a step. Let's try it here at the safe. See if we can't knock it off the list for this one. Try a couple different iterations of it. Okay, so let's try. doesn't seem to be the case. Okay. That's alright. Okay, Western Hall. We'll head through here. We're stocked up on our keys now. Chapel. Let's do observatory. Why not? Let's burn our last gem. Get another star in here. No items this time around. Rooms 4 doors are more common today. Okay. And we get our diamond back. Very lovely. Alright, let's press northward. We got the dice. Let's 3 draw. Let's see what we get. Chapel's a bit better in this instance. Let's do chapel. Any items? Nothing there. Let's see if we can't connect the foundation. Ooh, Great Hall. We got the keys. Let's pop open the Great Hall. Oh, that's already unlocked. Perfect. Let's use the metal detector and see if there's anything behind these doors. Doesn't seem like it, but this one usually always has the lever in it, so we'll pop this open. Pull our lever. Alright. Okay, let's just head straight to the foundation. Let's start making our way left a little bit here. Ooh. Let's definitely grab that. That would be useful. Gems, lockpick, and keys. Perfect. That's quite nice. There's something else in here, supposedly. The metal detector's going off. Am I blind? Oh, there it is. Okay. An extra key. That's quite nice, too. Let's see if we can't maybe waste a key with the Great Hall. It's a 50-50 shot if we can... Let's not waste it just yet. We can come back if we want to cap a dead end, but right now, we want to keep pressing north. Let's go with whatever this is. Okay, back in the aquarium. Yeah, see, there's an arrow pointing towards the filing cabinet. There is, I think, an X in front of the washing machine. Or was it... So yeah, there's an X in front of a washing machine. And there was an X in front of, like, the smoker in the patio as well. So is it... I mean, that's not like an eye, right? That's definitely an arrow. Is there one in here somewhere, too? Because the thing is it an X for, like, X marks the spot? Or is it, like, a Roman numeral for 10? Is the question. And in that case, is it 20? Something to ponder. We'll head left, see if we can't hit this dead end. Treasure Trove is the new room. I definitely want to check that one out. And start amping up how much money we get, since every time we draw it, we get an additional 5 gold. That's interesting, too. Okay. Oh, and the Treasure Trove has a Black Knight in it. Note that down. Oh, I can't use the sledgehammer on this one. Okay. The green memos you find in this room will always be true. Okay. Does it change each time? Okay, no, it does not. Interesting. Can't interact with anything else. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, well, let's get that noted down real fast. Do another gold room. There you are. Treasure room. Black knight. And then I'm gonna have to double check my other notes because I know we've stumbled across a green memo before, and I don't recall if we can trust those. Because even if this one says it's always true, we can't necessarily trust it. Alright, let's head north. Is that true? I have no clue if that's true. I'm gonna have to double check my notes if the green memos, because I feel like we found a note that said green memos can be trusted, but there was a, what do you call it? Like a requirement. Same thing with the red letters, how the red are false unless they're handwritten. We'll do hallway. So I think we have to double check for what that reprimandum was. Excellent. I love it when the lockpick works. Let's do... Oh, it is a gem, though. Let's do archive. Let's do a mystery room. Oh, this is not as good. The maid's chamber. Less items. But it does still go to the right, which is good. Okay, we'll have to use a key. Ooh. Let's redraw, because I'd rather have something that goes straight. That would be nice if we had the greenhouse too, but I also don't want to block that off. We'll do a gymnasium, just to circle around. Because I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna get the secret garden. Don't want to do the weight room. We can circle around the aquarium if we need to. Let's do that. Let's do a mystery. Okay, dead end, but plenty of items, which is nice. That's okay. I'll have to circle back. Hopefully we get a kitchen or something sometime soon. We are starting to hurt for steps a little bit. Breakfast nook would be the ticket then. That's a couple extra steps and a key. And a coin. Alright, let's do dark room. Why not? We'll head straight down first. Okay, let's not use a key just yet on that. We'll use a key to progress, I think. Let's do the first one. Let's see what we get. Oh, it's the bathroom. I don't like the bathroom. Alright, let's head south then. Now I'm hoping we get laboratory because we got the boiler up and running. Oh, the weight room. That's not good. Alright, well, at least we got maybe an item. If we can find it. Oh, there we are. They blend in so much with the floor. Alright, well, now that we're low on steps, let's see if we just can't progress right out. Cloister we can't do, unfortunately. Passageway it's gonna have to be. Okay, we'll have to use another key. We'll do a den. Would dead end us for the most part. As much as I want footsteps. Okay, hallway's promising. Single footsteps would be very nice. Let's do spare green room. Let's not risk dead ending ourselves. No items, it seems, except for a gem. Okay, we got 7 footsteps left. Let's go pantry, because that'll have some fruit. That'll have something to eat. there's nothing to eat. Oh, did we finally use up all of those guys right there, maybe? Possibly. That's not necessarily a great thing. Let's hit up the office. I should have hit the switch in the basement when I was down there. But, let's see here. Seemingly. Oh, that's right, because the maid room. I hate that room so much. But, alas, we tried the furnace out, which spawned a bunch of reds. But nothing terribly important in the furnace, but I'm sure it has its purpose. Let's try a couple of these. No. No. Okay. Now let's do 2 more. That could be. Let's see here. Okay, doesn't seem like it's the case. We're still on the lookout for any and all dates that we might be able to find. No, we already know about that. We already know about that. Okay, let's keep pressing onward. Alright, something that goes left. Excellent. Only I had enough steps to make it back. I don't think we'll be able to get back there. That is a shame. We'll do hallway, because maybe we can pop a kitchen, or... what do you call it? Guess that would be perfect. Okay, we'll take that. This one has a date. It does not. Okay. Well, that got us a few extra steps. The only issue... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I might be pushing it. I don't think I'll be able to get back. That's okay, though. Might be able to run back down to the foundation. Back to the weight room, straight to the Great Hall. Let's pop this room open. Just to see, like, once again, if we can get something with steps. Oh, or laboratory. Oh, I don't have gems. Drat. I was gonna say, because we have the boiler room running. Okay, not with the steps. I don't know, that pesky maid. Taking our 4 to 5 steps that could have sealed the deal for us. But this stream, I think we're just going to be mostly on the lookout for new rooms and dates to possibly unlock those safes that we've been running into. My assumption is that the red letters that we need are all in there. We found 3, and from what we understand from the prophecy, we're only going to find 4 more. There are 8 letters in total, but we'll only find 7, supposedly. Okay. I might need to go back up and lower this thing. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work for us. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to go around. So if we can get over there. Okay, that's right. Just gotta remind myself of the layout. we are. Although this might... Yeah, it's gonna dead end us. So... we might have to come back and then reset it. Unfortunately. I don't think elsewise we can get to there, but then it'll lower, and then we'll be kind of screwed. I might want to try to take the time to reset it now, then. Because if we're going to be back here to try and open up upstairs, we might want to have it so we can actually get to the lever that we need to pull. Okay. Oh, same difference. I need one more turn. One more turn, and then we can go pull that lever. And then promptly run out of steps, but nonetheless, it'll make me feel better. And then plus, I want to see if that red door is closed now that we've pulled power away from it. I assume yes, but maybe once we open it, it stays open. Another thing worthwhile to actually check out. Oh, I'm out. Okay. Killed my steps. That's fine. We'll have to find out another day. Alas. So, not too productive, I don't feel. However, I did notice something new in the boiler room. I just realized you can divert power. And I have noticed other, like, steam vents slash, like, power cables in other rooms, such as the pump room. So, I definitely want to get the boiler room again and then maybe get the pump room, because I have a theory that might help us out for draining the reservoir. So we'll have to see about that. We did try the furnace for the first time, and nothing too worthwhile in there. It might affect other things, but as far as I can tell, it's a net negative. There's a dead-end room with nothing in it, and it prompts more red rooms, which I'm sure has a purpose, but for the time being doesn't seem too helpful. Let's grab our allowance for the day. Let's go make our wish outside, stock up a little bit of a piggy bank, and then head off to our side room. Oh, there you are. I think, yeah, hopefully we get a shrine, considering that our blessing is now gone again, so let's see if we can't get another blessing. Tomb is nice. Now help us also get downstairs if we need to. I don't necessarily think we need to go back down there, though. So let's do schoolhouse again. No item this time. Sometimes it's like a sledgehammer or metal detector in here, which is quite nice. Double check this note. Don't see any additional dates, but we will continue to be on the lookout for it. And same deal, on the lookout for that last valve that we need. Ralphie, have I done the shelter safe? I have. That was one. I think that was the second one we did as far as the red letters go. We have done that one already. So we have that one. We have the the boudoir, I think it is, with like the Christmas date. Um, that safe in the back there. And we have the one from in the basement. So those are the three that we have. Oh, I remember there being a letter in the orchard. So we're going to kill a couple of steps because I'm going to go back to the orchard and double check. Just make sure we didn't miss a date over there. The other safes that we know about, there's a safe in the office, there's a safe in the drawing room, and there's a safe in the study? That's another 3 at least. So we're going to look out for dates for those, and then any other safes that we come across. I'm trying to remember if there was any others we found. I'll have to double check my notes too, but I know there's the office, the study, and the drawing room. Okay, let's check this real fast. There is a date, so we'll jot that down. And try that and a couple different ones too. Okay, let's see. Should be conserved. Okay. Oh, we have the gas line running. Oh, I should definitely draft the boudoir on 12/25. Oh, I imagine it decorates it for the Christmas like in the picture, huh? That's quite nice. I like that. Might be something we have to pop in for. I do love it when games have that in their code on holidays. I remember, was it Fallout 4? If you went to a certain city with Christmas in the in-game date, everything was lit up and decorated for Christmas. So, it's just always a little bit more fun when they do stuff like that. Ooh. Do we do pantry or do we do library? I don't think we necessarily need any more books at the moment. Yeah, that pesky maid ate my damn apple. Alright, let's get some more coins. Let's get some more steps. Now let's hit a hallway. And coat check. Let's do key and steps. I also don't want to cut off this corner. I want to use it for something. Okay, see, I like that better. Now we're pretty set on resources. I do want to do coat check because I do want to repair the lever in the green room because that would be quite nice. I think once I repair it, it probably remains repaired, I would assume. But we also can't be too sure given that not everything in here is a permanent addition. Alright, we'll hit up the library. I want to take another look at the Reddington guide. And then classroom number 1 or study. Morning room is also quite nice, even though the corner's off. Let's hit the study. Let's take another look into there. And also maybe try a couple dates on that safe. So we have this already. Either of these have a date. This had a time frame, but not a date. Okay. I'm also wondering, because I still have yet to figure out what the chess pieces have to do with anything. So there's still obviously that possibility of something helping us out as well. Okay, so those did not work, unfortunately. So, because we have Okay, because it's obviously hinting towards like a chess grid, right? The chess pieces are always in the same rooms. The rooms always have their exact chess piece. However, the rooms' pictures change depending on what plot you put the rooms on. So I'm wondering if there's something regarding putting like rooms in a certain spot or a certain order, but that's kind of hard to do considering it's kind of RNG. But maybe because like my other theory is if you had like let's say you had a room and the letter difference was C, um, you find out what chess piece that is essentially and where it would be normally staged, and then you would have a letter, and then maybe there's a combination for the day, and each day it changes. No clue. All kinds of crackpot theories that we have to start coming up with now that we're in like the post Room 46 days. Let's head up the middle. Ooh, let's just do guest bedroom. Why not? We can circle around once we get to the other side of the house. No item, unfortunately. I was hoping for something. Let's see. I don't want to spend too many gems. Let's do parlor. Maybe get some more gems. Also, was there a date in here? May the 2nd. Let's write everything down. Although that's only 3, but nonetheless. Okay. Boxes next to this box contain gems. Boxes next to this box contain gems. Boxes next to this box contain gems. Oh, okay. Well, my assumption is that that's true, and this one's false, because both of these are next to the white box, so they can't both contain gems, so it's got to be this one. Excellent. Definitely not the maid's chamber. Gymnasium it'll have to be, I think. That'll make the most use of these rooms. Of the doors, rather. We'll do... Let's do chapel, even though that'll lose out some coins for us. I don't want to spawn too many hallways in the next coming days, because I'd rather have a higher chance to come across new rooms. We'll start doing the classrooms, even though they'll eat up some of our gems. Okay, let's see. Conference room would be nice, but I think we'll do den, because we're going to need those gems if we're going to be... trying to spawn the classrooms. We'll press north. Garage would also be nice, but I'm kind of up on keys right now, so let's do West Ring Hall. Okay, let's pop a key. Let's redraw. Why not? Den is better. I like den. Let's do den. Get another one of these. And hope for something that goes right. Like a classroom. Although dining room, that might save us. Let's do a dining room. We have our lunchbox, which is nice. Let's just keep pressing north, I suppose. Let's hold off on using a key just yet, because we have all this down here to mess around with too. Okay, let's pop this open. Ooh. Do we have any other cog rooms? I don't think so, not yet, right? Let's redraw. Okay. Wasted a dice. That's okay, though. Sometimes there's more dice in here. There's not. But there's an apple. We'll take that. I think this is where we want to get the morning room. That'll help us out tomorrow. Additional items. Okay, coupon book. That's cool. A few more gems. Alright, this have a date on it. November 5th. What day, though? What year, rather? Because I know we know the date of his death. Write that down. Well, I guess it would be the current year, right? Because this is death of the big guy. Alright. Maybe if we get back into the vault, I remind myself what year it is. Let's do a boudoir. Let's get some more dice. And a gem, because there is one in the safe. Yeah, so we have this open already. Okay, that's locked. So let's start trailing back. We'll grab dinner, get us some more steps, because we'll do a good amount of backtracking. There we are. What do we have today? Salmon? Oh no, steak. Okay, porterhouse steak. I'm not a big red meat guy, but a good steak is always pretty delectable. Not really a porterhouse or a T-bone type of guy, more of like a filet mignon. Let's start heading south. That's locked too. Okay. Well, let's go check our theories on the basement. I want to see if that red door is still open. And we might as well open the moon room while we're here, because we made that mistake yesterday. Oh, go around. Keep forgetting. It's this one, right? Or is it the next one over? It's the next one over. I keep making the same mistake. Alright, let's take a peek. Is it still open? It is, so it's still open even though the power's gone. That is good to know. I don't necessarily think we need anything from down there, but just in case we need to grab, you know, a spare gem, which I might grab on the way out, or if we need to take another look at the water level. Okay, these are still inoperable. Yeah, let's hit the lever. Hopefully, like I said, we can get a pump room or something similar, because I have some ideas about the reservoir. See, another thing I'm curious about is that it's a boat over there. So if I would manage to get in through the fountain entrance, am I able to use that boat to get either across or back and forth? And then same thing, because I believe if we lowered the water level enough, we might be able to get, I'm pointing at the monitor again, we might be able to get into that tunnel, maybe using the boat, because it doesn't look like there's a pathway. So, couple things to consider. But we'll head back up for right now and fool around with the pump room if and when we get it. That's right. We're out of keys. We're gonna have to backtrack a little bit. And here I said we had plenty of keys. I should have done the garage. All right. Let's head this way. That's also locked. What about this one? All right. Let's see. We don't have any cog rooms just yet. So let's just do a hallway. I have not yet been back to room 46, Ralphine, so we are trying to get back in there. It's been lower on the priority list, even though it probably shouldn't be. But I've been more interested. Oh, no keys. That's a shame. More interested in poking around the house and seeing what else we can find. But now I think it is back on the docket to try and get back into there. I don't want to cut off that whole side of the house. We don't have any keys, so let's do corridor. It's unfortunate about a dead end, but that's fine. Alright, classroom it is. We got plenty of gems, so let's spend them. Okay. We have no keys. So we might be out of luck in this front. Because all these, I think, needed keys, right? Drat. We don't have a security room to double check. That's a shame. We're pretty stocked up on our other resources. Alright, let's see. We have the study. So I suppose we can try a few more dates in there if we wanted to. So let's take another crack at that real quick. Yeah, through the library. Alright, let's try. No. And then let's do. Damn, okay. About. Okay. Hey Novelise, I'm quite alright. Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. I'm doing quite well despite maybe having a dead end here on this particular day's run, but that's alright. We're just poking around, seeing what we can discover. I'm gonna double check. I did make a wish in the fountain today, right? I did. Okay, excellent. So I think we might have to call it then, because we have no keys and no way to progress forward, unfortunately. So we'll just move on to the next. Alright, I'm getting a little nervous here. I did give myself a day limit of day 35, I think I said, once we got to room 46. Maybe I was feeling a little cocky. But we're looking at, 7 days left? I think we can still do it. Maybe I'll give myself let's say day 40 to get another set of end credits, possibly. Alright, let's go make our wish. Excellent. But mostly just gunning for a couple specific rooms I have some ideas about and looking for new dates. Alright, what we got today? Shrine. Definitely want to do Shrine. I want to get that blessing back up. We're not going to take anything from it this time. Let's do 5 coins. Okay, so there is a bracket, it looks like. So I think under 5 coins, you get the Gambler, which I quite like. But this, add 8 courtyards to your draft pool. Okay. That can be useful. I do believe courtyards cost gems. Oh no, Ralphine, I'm probably doing more days than that. I was just trying to challenge myself, so to speak, because we got to room 46 in 17 days, right? So I figured, wow, let's double that, see how far we can get. But for the time being, it's looking, might need to give myself a couple more days. But there's no rush to it, because I'm definitely enjoying myself, and every run, even when I'm kind of like feeling so-so, like, I've run into a wall, I haven't hit much, I always end up finding something. So I've been very satisfied so far. So it's probably going to be more than 40 days. However, I was trying to not hold myself to something, but, let's do den. Challenge myself a little bit. This is definitely not a game to speed run. Oh, definitely guest bedroom. But sometimes it's fun knowing that you might be able to get somewhere kind of quick. I definitely can foresee me doing a challenge run of this game at some point. Maybe like once we actually complete it, we'll play something else here and there, but we'll definitely come back to it, I think, and do some kind of, maybe like a fundraising stream or a challenge or something like that. Okay. Nothing useful, that's a shame. Let's pop security. Oh, damn security. Once again, I'm gonna find a security card probably the next day. It won't be today, though. Oh, we know that already. Okay. Let's use a key. Okay, the furnace didn't do much for us last time. Archives can bite us in the butt a little bit, but I still want to open it up. Oh, once again. Okay, Archives, you made it up to me. I'm okay with that. I'm still curious about the X in the aquarium for this room, because once again, it doesn't look like any of these are interactable. But it's gotta mean something, right? Okay, so here we have a whole bunch of other dates. These are all, like... We're still gonna write these down, I think. So, Sep... September 2nd. Those are the thieves. Museum. Write down. I don't think we need to write down these, even though those are 4 number combinations. You know what? Screw it. Let's write those down just in case. Those aren't specific dates, but nonetheless, those might be combos as well. November 17th, which I think we already have. November 17th. Okay. And then no. 11th. Oh, I guess those are specific dates because that's the year, there's not 86 days in the month, right? So these might be what I'm looking for. Hopefully. We'll have to find out. We'll go play with these once we get one of the safe rooms. Can't look anything over. Alright, let's head north. Let's do the mystery plan. Okay, hallway, not bad. Chapel's kind of nice. Head west. Why not? We'll use a key. You know what? We will do the storeroom, just to stack up on supplies. Once again, I don't want to be out of keys. I have to call it a run just because of that. Ooh, once again, dead end. We have the whole left side of the house, so let's just do a morning room. So we can get... around that security door, but also, so we can get those gems for the next day. Rabbit's foot. I remember that being good. Yeah, greater chance of finding items. Definitely good. We like that. Okay, we'll have to use a key regardless. That's okay. Let's do the mystery room. It has a gem requirement, so maybe it's something good. It's a courtyard. But it is a courtyard with a shovel, so I will take that. Take that coin. Let's start digging. Nothing of interest. That's quite alright. Definitely will take a key. I like that. Alright, so storeroom is dead end. Let's circle back to the archives. And we'll head west. Coaching would be nice. Hallway. Let's do hallway. Get that dead end over here, but also maybe don't want to use a key on a dead end just yet. I got a lot of steps. We can do gymnasium because I don't want to lose a gem. And we get our running shoes too, which is nice. We'll run parlor. Ooh, an apple. And a coin. Alright. The statements on the other two boxes are true. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in the black box. So my assumption, this can't be true because they can't all three be true. So we're going to ignore that. That's false. The gems are not in this box. Okay. That could be true. However, if this was also false, this would be the only true one. The gems are in the black box, which would mean they're in here. If this was true, that would still... I'm gonna go with the black box. Because even if that could be a lie. It could be two lies and a truth. But, it's probably the white box. That's okay. That was a bit more of a gamble, but that's fine. Drawing room. Let's do the drawing room. Oh, I was about to be so mad. I saw the security door. Thankfully, we're on the other side of it. Let's grab the key. And let's try a couple of those combinations we just found. Alright. This one has been the one that's been bothering me for a long while. So let's do... Okay, it's not that. It's not that. Oh, come on. It's none of those? Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, let's try... 27. Let's try... 2. Two different iterations of that. What we found. Let's try. Okay, that's all I had. Darn it. Well, we'll still try them in the other rooms, but I was really hoping we can get this one, because this has been the one that's been bothering me. But nonetheless, I'll head down to the basement right quick. You know what, let's hold off for right now. We have a good portion of the house to explore. Oh, I forgot I have a shovel. I always overlook the piles, because I never have a shovel. Ooh, a turnip. Use a key. Garage might be nice. Why not? We have a whole house to explore and keys to use. Alright, and we have no car key at the moment. Alright, dark room might be not the best choice, but also I don't want to dead end us accidentally. But we're not necessarily... Oh, speaking of dead ends, okay. I guess, speak of the devil, but that's not necessarily the worst thing, because we are... I do want to get to the room 46 again. However, I am more so on the lookout for some of the other rooms, such as the pump room and a couple of those guys, because I do want to... Yes, okay, we'll do the pool. And the gallery, I still have questions. I have stared at it for a while. I have some ideas. I'm going to need to look up some French and some Latin, I think, for that bad boy. But, okay, we'll do boudoir. So I do want to grab a gem. And those dice. But yeah, the gallery I'm going to need to figure out. That one's a tough one. Let's do archive. Let's surprise ourselves. Okay. More steps, that's cool. But we're gunning for the pump room, hopefully. At some point. Den. Not the worst choice. Let's redraw. Let's see. Come on. Alright, we'll do bedroom then, why not? We'll get some steps. No additional items in here. That's unfortunate. And we will... Yeah, breakfast nook, main hall. And then we'll just knock out the other rooms in the household. Okay, we'll rock a courtyard. Oh, pebbles. Excellent. Pop this open, hopefully get a key back. Cool. Now, let's press westward. Code check would be nice if we can get a greenhouse, but I don't know if that's happening. Let's redraw. Okay. Why not? Let's do the mystery room. Okay, a kitchen. Not exactly the most useful in this instance. Okay, we'll do a den, just to get that gem. And we are really hoping for a pump room, because I do have some ideas. Okay. We blocked that corner off, so we only have these rooms left. Laboratory, I think the boiler room is reset every day, if I recall. We'll still pop this open just in case we can use it. And let's go see if we can't get a pump room from here. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so ideas. We have plenty of steps so we can play around. First things first. Let's drain the fountain. Oh, well, I don't have the key. Drat. So let's drain the reservoir. Because the reservoir, let's see, it's number 2. So we can, I think, pump it into there for now. So what I'm thinking, I want to see if the water level aligns with that one cave. So if I recall, if we lowered it by 6, it should be level. Double checking my notes here real fast. I do believe that's the case. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we'll swap it over. 6. Okay, so I'll use this real fast. Why not? Ooh, a lot of gems. Okay, so boiler room, and that would activate the reserve pump. Is this the same like vent slash power line they have in the boiler room. So if we get the boiler room and the pump room, I think we can maybe make something happen and fully drain the reservoir and get all those chests that are in the bottom. But for now, if we lower it by 6, I want to see if... we'll double check this real fast, because I do believe... yeah, the power's not active. So it does reset every day, unfortunately. But let us head back down below into the basement. Make sure I'm going the right way. Yep. Because I want to see if the water level is now at where that tunnel is. Because if it is, I have a theory that we might be able to access it using that boat on the other side. And if we can use that boat, maybe we can access another area of the house. Like, same deal. I didn't even inspect the whole basement. So there's probably definitely more to this whole Undercroft area. I mean, we've already uncovered, like, the whole villain aesthetic evil base down here. Not that it's evil, but, you know. Let's go around here. That whole nonsense over there. Okay, so... yeah, so the boat's down there. So I'm assuming you might be able to use the boat to, like, go across somehow. If I get to that side, maybe I can cross over to here when the water level's full. But would the boat end up right here if I lowered the water level is the question. From there to there, I don't know. But it is at level with that tunnel. So it makes me wonder if there's a way we can utilize the boat and get into that tunnel wherever that leads. And then I think if we put on the boiler room, we can fully drain the reservoir. Is my assumption. Now, let's go back up. Because I do want to get to the other side. You know what? I suppose let's set ourselves up for success. So, I believe there's 2 ways onto that other side. There's the fountain entrance, and then there's the tomb entrance. So, the tomb entrance might be easier, because the fountain entrance will require us to get the key again, the red key from the antechamber. Go to the bedroom. Which means we have to get all the way to the end again, which is on our things of, list of things to do. However, it might be easier to go through the tomb. But if this is the instance, I'm going to raise the water level back up and ensure that we can utilize the boat. So let's bring this back. Alright, swap. And same deal, this is the exact same gearage that we have. Not gearage, the same like hardware, the same like track and the vent work that we have in the boiler room, so I'm assuming it functions, makes the reserve tank function. Okay, so we have the reservoir back up. Should I drain the fountain, I suppose, just in case? Yeah, that might be a good idea for the time being, right? Just to give us another option. So fountain's number 1. Okay, so let's drain it into the tanks. Aquarium's number 3. Okay. Drain it into here. Drain this into the aquarium, so we'll fill the aquarium back up. swap this over, I think. Okay. We're gonna have to swap this. And then put it in that tank. Alright. Just doing some setup work so we can get this properly setted. Alright, swap to the aquarium. Alright, swap back to the fountain. Then we're going to swap tanks. That should set us up. So we got the reservoir full, which means if we can get down there, we might be able to access that boat. And now we have the fountain empty, just in case we need that entrance ready for us. So I think we'll call it there as well. That did confirm a couple theories, which is good, I suppose. So things we want to be on the lookout for is boiler room and the pump room. And then we'll just try and see if we can't get to the end there. Alright. Let's grab our allowance. So yeah, fountain's empty. We can access that. Unfortunately, we never unlocked it with the red key. So it's just still locked down there, if I recall. Double check right now. I know all the coins have been dumping down here. But let's double check, because I do believe it's still locked. Yes, so we never used the red key on it, unfortunately. But we now have it emptied out. So we can, if we get it again, which we should. We're going to be gunning for that antechamber once again. But let's see if we can get the tomb. Because I think the tomb might be an easier method of getting into the Undercroft. Okay, no tomb. That's unfortunate. Let's do tool shed. That worked out well for us last time. So sledgehammer, that's nice. I like that for the chests. And a shovel, 50-50. I feel like whenever I have a shovel, I don't find any dirt. And whenever I don't have a shovel, there's dirt everywhere. So, we'll see. But let's press onward and see if we can't get the rooms that we want. Alright, we'll start with the den. Let's get ourselves a gem. Alright, let's see here. Storeroom. Let's do Nook. Let's get a key and some steps, because we did use a lot of steps wandering around outside. Alright, no additional items. Once again, I feel like they're leaning towards setting us up, so let's just get those keys. Alright. And we can head north from here. Not the best pull. Let's do security. Items, no nothing. That's unfortunate. Perfect. Let's do boiler room. I like it when it gives me what I want. Okay. So we have to do it each time. Right? Yeah, we have to do it each time. Okay, cool. So the one that's not powered right now... Oh. There you are. Activate. Once you're activated, it should be good to go. So, now all we have to do is hope we get a pool and a pump room. gonna step out of this room because that thing's always damn loud. Now we just have to hope we get a pool and a pump room, because then we can figure out... I'm pointing at my monitor once again, but see how that one's lit up and that one's not? There's the same like pathway / ventilation in the pump room, so we can figure out how to power the pump room. So that is on our docket. Ooh. Archives, I think, it's gonna hinder us a little bit, but it's still gonna be the best bet for us, I think, because that'll let us go to and fro. Grab that apple. We can rock chapel, I think. Do I want to waste a gem on a mystery thing? Or do I want to do items? Let's do items. We have the whole left side of the house. And we can always circle back. Make sure we have plenty of resources as we start to poke around. Hey Mew, welcome back. We saw the arrow in the aquarium, and once again it was pointing towards the filing cabinets. There's also 2 X's in there that we saw, one in the patio and one in the laundry room? There's nothing to interact with these filing cabinets. I'm still assuming that it means Speaking of, okay, what were we just talking about with the boiler room and the ventilation? Let's go play with that real fast. Because maybe we have to activate power to that side of the house to maybe make the filing cabinet happen. Oh, is it in every room? Because the security room has it too. Oh, do you have to navigate it through the rooms, maybe? Because maybe that doesn't power or change anything. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can interact with any of those still, but maybe you have to navigate it through the rooms, so that is something to note. So as long as I connect, the pump room to one of these, that should help us out. What is that? Why is that glowing? Oh, because it's connected to the power grid. Okay, maybe. Let's hit that. I'm excited. Let's see what that does. Oh, damn it. It was the weight room. But we now have power flowing to it. So, okay, and that's why it has like the little glow. That's cool. Let's do archive. Let's do mystery. Huh. So I wonder, because this one doesn't have, what do you call it? Like the power lines. So I wonder if it doesn't power adjacent rooms. Just give me a metal detector somewhere. Oh, there you are. Little key. Alright, we'll head hopefully to something that goes to the right. Yeah, let's do pantry. We got that set and ready. Let's see here. We'll use a key. We got plenty. Walk-in closet is nice, but let's rock a hallway. Head north. Once again, we're shooting for the pool, and we're shooting for... Let's check out the patio, too, while we're at it. So once again, we saw an X in the patio. We can't interact with this, per se. Another key. I'll take that. Little pile of coins. Anything else good? Yeah, more coins. So we did see an X, right? Before, like in the patio in the aquarium, but I don't know what it is pertaining to because there's nothing to interact with. So maybe we have to do another step, or like I said, maybe they're not X's, maybe they're Roman numerals. Ballroom. I don't have enough gems for it. That is unfortunate. Great hall would be kind of nice. Let's do Great Hall. There's always the lever in here. Oh, speak. Never mind. I'll mash my tongue. It's always been in there. That's crazy. Okay, so there's probably something behind this door. Yeah, there we are. And that will let us go into the foundation, which we don't necessarily need. So let us go forward, so let's do that. Don't have enough gems. Let's do the mystery one. I'll take the steps. Oh, and a security card. That actually might be helpful this time around. Do we want to risk? Do we have any items poking around here? Okay, so it might be... Let's do this one. Yeah, there we are. We'll pull that lever. So we're running low on keys, so let's be sparing. We could head north, but we could also just go back to the courtyard. So we have a security card now. So let's do that. Let's hit south real fast. Is this locked? It is. Let's not hit that just yet. Alright. Let's use our security card. Oh, come on. Give me a pump room, or rather a pool so I can get a pump room. We'll take the breaker. Turn that off and on, turn the garage on. So again, we'll hit this. I recall, I think this one needs to be blue. And this needs to be red. Yeah, there we go. That needs to be blue. This needs to be red. There we are. Oh, but the first one's messed up. Alright, and then random white. Still don't know what the white does, but we're figuring it out. Did you look at the X spot? We did, but I didn't see anything, unless I'm super blind, which I could be. Oh. Speaking of, I did miss a gem in this room, so maybe I am just blind. But if we go to the patio, because there's the arrow in the archives, but there's an X spot here. Right? But there's nothing to interact with. Oh my god, with the shovel. Because I never have a shovel. And that opens up a filing cabinet. Thank you for having me double check that, Ralphie, because I, once again, just like that gem, would have missed the damn thing. So let's head back to the archives and pop open maybe a filing cabinet. And we also know that there's another one. Upgrade disc, okay. And another date, possibly. Lady Clara Epson and Simon H. Sinclair in this hospital at 4:05 a.m. on a Tuesday, the 22nd day of January. So let's see. 22nd January 1958 is the birth in the 6th era, just in case. Yeah. Ralphine, you and Mew, very helpful. Like I said, I almost just walked right past that. Maybe I need to slow down a little bit more. Alright, so we'll take this date, play around with it maybe in some of the other safes. Awesome. And if we'll get the laundry room, we'll play with that too. Let's head back, because we'll start back from the entry hall. Even though it's wasting a few steps, let's start heading to the left here. We'll do a bedroom, because we do need the steps. No additional items, unfortunately. Kitchen. And we do have a gem, so let's rock the kitchen. Let's get some food. A very general hint for all the safes, you may. I do know that they're all relative to dates. Is there something else I should know? Actually, I could probably buy that last one too. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, go for it, Ralphine. As long as it's not too on the nose. Definitely do the morning room. Ooh, salt. That would have been nice for the room I was just in. Alright, pressing onward. Do hallway. Let's head up. Do more. I know that dead ends that one corner, but that's okay. Because I want the gem. The info that I needed for the 3 safes was in the room, not somewhere else in the house. See, that's what I've been looking out for too, and I just worry I've been possibly overthinking things. Oh, okay, that wasn't exactly the best pull. That's fine. Double back here. Well, if that's the case, I want to try. We could try the drawing room again. Once again, I haven't figured that one out. I don't know if we have any other option to maybe do. We can head back to the Great Hall. We have 1 key. Let's see. Let's redraw. Also not great. We'll redraw. There we go. That's what we want. If I can open up at least one more room and get the pump room, I can maybe figure that out. Okay. So we have a key. Not ideal. But at the very least, we might be able to get the pump room. Before I forget, let's pop that upgrade disc in. Almost forgot until I saw the security room. So the dates are most likely in the rooms. I mean, that's where I found the other 3, right? You were right. Ooh, courtyard. Okay. So, that's the thing though. Are there dates inside, like the drawing room, for example? Like I said, I had to have overlooked it. Alright, what we have? Ooh, okay. +2 gems is nice. But always unlocked is also doubly nice, and it doubles up the room color. It counts as a hallway and a green room. I'm down for always unlocked, because that will save resources in the long run. Alright, so let's head back north. Let's see if we can't. I guess I have to go all the way around, huh? I did open that up. Oh well. Let's see if we can't figure out something with the Great Hall. That will be locked. So, most likely, it's a through. Hopefully. Or it's a dead end. Oh, drat. Okay. Well, might be an end there then, unfortunately. I don't have any other options, right? Ah, that's alright. 1 key short, 1 wrong door. But now we at least know about that. So there's one in the laundry room we need to keep an eye out for. I think I've always overlooked it because I did not have a shovel. Like I said, I never have a shovel when I need it. Oh, speaking of, fingers crossed for a key. No. Well, I suppose we could run around real fast and double check all the dig spots. Because like I said, I always overlook those. We got all the ones in here. Are there any in here? Oh, doesn't look like it. Are there any in the archive? there's some down here. So before we call it quits, let's remind ourselves that we have a tool perfect for this exact reason. Okay, so we do have one more key. And hopefully with that one last key, we can get a pump room and then maybe play around a little bit. The only issue is that we might need to redirect the power line. Let's see here. That's gonna be this one. Now hopefully this door doesn't need a key. Thank goodness. That's always unlocked, so let's do that. Because that'll open us 2 other rooms. Ooh, I like the hallway colors inside the courtyard. That's quite nice. More coins. And pebbles. Okay. Ooh, treasure trove would also be nice. I mean, it only gives us more coins, right? But I do want to see... Oh, I guess we don't have a key to unlock that chest. We'll do walk-in closet. Hoping for some keys, maybe. At least get one. The treasure room. I want to open up that chest again and see what other, like, note is inside of it. But we didn't have the keys for it at the time. Let's do the mystery plan. Okay, and that is a proper dead end. Drat. We have nothing else, right? Yeah, okay. We'll call it a day there then. But once again, I feel accomplished in that we, and I mean we, because y'all reminded me, but we mean we were able to figure out the X's and the arrow for the aquarium that we found, and it apparently led to the archive, which is quite nice. But I want to press and continue onward and see what else we could find. Day 30. Yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna need to add a couple more days to the clock, so to speak. All right. And then Mew, I know you asked, I think last stream, about maybe dates in the orchard. We did find one. We've been playing around with it, but as Ralphine just hinted, that might not be one of our tickets, at least for the safes. It could be to something else, but... am I still up on the shrine? Let's do the shrine. Let's do the shrine regardless. I think I still have... The blessing is still up, so it doesn't help me too much in this instance. And I can't take gold away. We learned that last time. Let's see. I definitely want to at least either get to that far side of the reservoir, or I want to get into the pump room and maybe fully drain the reservoir. Let's rock the den and start stacking up on gems. Bedroom is also nice. Parlor would have been good for gems, but every time we walk through here, we'll get some steps, so we might be doing some back and forth. Secret passage. That would be good too, because does that let us choose? It does not let us do a cog room, unfortunately. But let's do a green room. We're gonna pop open the greenhouse, because I've been getting commissary a lot. I would like to repair that lever. I have gotten to the garage, but I have not had the key to the car door yet, Mew. So I haven't checked the note in there. And I haven't... Oh, you mean the gate? Yes, for the Rompus room thing. Yes, we've checked the gate multiple times to make sure that we're not getting stalked. Nothing has changed, and same deal with the difference. Let's do... Aquarium is tempting, but I think we'll do dining room just to have that in our back pocket. No one seems to be following us just yet, so I feel good about that. But yes, we've checked the gates, and we seem to have the house secure. Cloister is usually quite nice. I don't know if I want to blow through all my gems just yet. So we'll do hallway. Yeah, thankfully no one is properly stalking us through the house just yet. It has not become a horror game at the moment, thankfully. Let's do pantry. We'll get steps and coins. And we'll do hallway. Alright. So I think we'll stack up with Parlor and hopefully get us some more gems. Let's see here. So we have gems are in this box. This statement is of no help at all, which that might just be true. The gems are in the blue box. Oh, okay, so they can't all be true. But if that is false, is it helpful? That's the logic. I meant theoretically it would be helpful, even if it was false, because it helps narrow it down, right? But these don't both have to be true. No, this has to be true if this is true. So if both of these are lies and then this is true, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna just go with the blue box, because even there's nothing else that points to any of the other boxes. Because if both of these are true, that can't be true, which this is a not helpful statement. But if both of these are false, so it won't be in here, it could be in either the black or the white, so it doesn't narrow it down enough. So I'm honestly gonna do the blue, which might be a mistake. Yeah, there we go. Exactly, Ralphine. If the gems aren't in the blue box, it doesn't give you enough information to decide where they might be. They keep trying to stick me in a dead end. We don't necessarily need the aquarium at the moment, so let's not waste a gem. We already found out what we needed to from the aquarium. And instead of wasting a gem, we got an extra gem, so we'll take it. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. That might be nice, but let's just do the West Ring Hall. I like the doors of that one better. Let's cut across. Let's rock the courtyard, because now those are always unlocked. We don't have keys for that, so let's not play around with that. None of those are too helpful. Let's do corridor. A lot of dead ends. We'll do walk-in closet. And grab ourselves some more items. Where is... That was 3 items. Where's the... There you are. Coupon book. Alright, let's see here. We'll press north. Maybe hang a right. Ooh, okay. We'll rock gymnasium. We'll lose a couple steps, but... Oh, damn you. That's okay, we can circle around. Trying to dead end me a little bit. We'll do chapel. I want to hold on to the gems that we have. In case we can get one of those very pricey rooms, you know? That's a little better. Even though it's another gem cost, we'll do courtyard. Just start sweeping the rooms, because once again, I want to get... Oh, we can go back and knock out that chest if we want to. I really want to play with the pump room, hopefully. I've been having a lot of fun with that. Let's top off on keys and steps. Oh, I should have just gone back to the courtyard and not used a key. Silly me. That's okay. Do we want to do a billiard room? Same difference, I suppose. Let's do billiard room. Maybe get the key. Get some resources. Take that orange. No coins. Alright. So we have 1. And then this is squared, right? So that's 16. And we have 5 squared, so 25. And then -5, so 20. Okay, I should remind myself of the colors. So 4. So 6 squared, 36, minus 20, 16. Okay, we'll definitely take 2 keys. Another billiard room or a store room. Okay, I think we'll rock the aquarium this time, just for the doors. So we did fill the aquarium back up, because I feel like we got what information we needed from it. Okay, study. Or morning room. Morning room is great. Study. Let's rock study. Let's see if we can't figure this out. So, there's no date on here. But these are the pairings that... Okay, let's go with our theory from earlier. Because maybe these pairings. So we have G... T. I don't think this is T in chess. D. G, T, D. R. And N. It's not a T in chess, right? Yeah, I didn't think so, but... So let's see, G8. So it'd be 8. So then there's no T, though. So I don't know if that's the case. But let's assume, because that would be an extra one, right? I don't think there's a... There should be a D. It doesn't give me another letter. They'll all stay on the same axis on the 8. So I don't know if that's necessarily it. We have the message already. I have to think this one through. So the queen is here on D8. But how would I know where to move it? Maybe in here. Let's see. Face an A, Spirit Bard. Give this one a proper think. G. Yeah, it's all in the same row though, so it's gonna be the same axis. It's gotta be relevant to that chess piece, though. This is why it's bothering me so much. Because I love chess. But it's just not clicking. We have a Thursday, but no proper date on this one. Face an ace, which would be an F. once again, though, it's going to be on the same axis. Let's see, so G, D, R, N. I don't think there's an R and an N in chess, unfortunately. Well, I won't hold too much time here. Might have to come back to it. I'll have to just think on it. Making sure I'm not missing anything to interact with or change or press or touch. But I think we might just have to come back here. I say that almost every time we come into this room. Aside from the information we already gathered, we already know about the message. But the safe, I'm unsure of how to unlock. Unfortunately. Same with the drawing room, man. That drawing room has been haunting me. Let's do courtyard, because once again, it's always unlocked. We'll rock that. Let's head to the right. Once again, I don't want a dead end. But I also don't want to use up too many. Let's do terrace, because then we don't have to use gems to do the courtyards. Alright. Let's head over here. That's much nicer. Hallway would also be kind of cool, but let's do courtyard, because that heads north. Ooh, there we go. We'll take the metal detector. Alright, let's head north and or right. Ooh, okay. We'll redraw. Why not? Cloister's quite nice. I'm gonna do cloister. And dinner is ready. Excellent. Even though we got 61 steps, so I think we're pretty covered for the time being. Not the best pulls, but let's do courtyard. Ooh, okay, we can use the sledge. I'll definitely take a lockpick. That'll be useful. And let's keep heading around here. Morning room would be nice, but same deal. I kind of want to touch that over there. So we've been pulling Great Hall a lot. And let's blow through our courtyards, because we have 8 of them. And I very much want to get to our pump room at some point. Or I guess we need the boiler room now, too, anyways. We'll rock the kitchen. We can buy a little bit of food just to top off. I can't use that. Top off our steps. And the lockpick's paid off. Ooh, we did do the greenhouse. Let's do the coat check. That does, I think, limit us to not... Actually, what am I talking about? Oh, sorry. Retrieve item. We'll take that, because we now have our lever. I don't know if we need to repair it in the workshop first, but I think we can repair it in the greenhouse and hopefully pull the lever and then be able to enter this room through here. Oh, damn security doors. Those things are evil. Alright. Hopefully something to the left. Courtyard will work. Pop this chest open real fast. Ooh, all the money. Fortunately, no shovel. So we got a lot of steps. Let's head down to the basement. Open up the moon room door. And then we should be able to head to the greenhouse and hopefully open up the southern door with the lever that we found. Unless, like I said, maybe I need the workshop to use it. But I'm hoping that's not the case. Because if we can repair it straight out just by using the lever, that would be excellent. And then we can enter from the south, go through the fountain door, and then try out our boat theory. Have to go around. If we can't accomplish the boiler room today, we're going to accomplish this today. Am I going the wrong way again? I am. I do that every time. I just like this room more, I suppose. But we'll head around and grab our moon door lever. And then see if we can repair the greenhouse room. Without the workshop, hopefully. Because I know I can put the lever in the workshop, so I'm hoping I don't need anything in addition. Elsewise, we still have some rooms to fill in, so we might be able to find a solution. Sounds like a plan, right, Ralphine? Most of it is most of my rambling is just to remind myself. Alright, we got that set and ready. Now, let's see. Okay, we got plenty of steps, so let's head back to the green room. And maybe we can get into room 46 a second time. Laser, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I've been to room 46 only one other time on day 17. And since then, I've been poking and prodding around because there is still obviously a lot more to uncover and finish. But I haven't been to room 46 since. So I've been told. I've been told that those initial ending credits after room 46 are simply the tutorial. So I'm very much been enjoying myself, and I'm glad that there's much more to this game. Should we head south and try to... Yeah, let's head south and see if we can't loop it up. Oh, I love it when the lockpick works. Garage would be useful too. Did I pop? No, the breaker was yesterday. I don't have the car keys though. You know what? We're gonna sacrifice the space and do the morning room. I've heard a laser. I've heard people say it's the end of the sort of the first arc, like a chapter 1. I've been hearing very much the same. Oh, we'll use a sledgehammer and pop that open. And I'm glad that there's a lot of depth to this game. It's really rewarding, and I'm glad that there's more to experience. All right, let's head south. Yeah. Let's see if we can't just connect these rooms. No great options. Let's redraw. We could do breaker. Let's redraw one more time. I want to head to the right. Come on. Oh, workshop, just in case. Let's pop that. Just in case we need something for the lever. Like this, for example. I don't think we will. A battery pack, but... just in case, let's try combining it real fast. Broken lever, battery pack. Plus a third thing. I don't know if that'll do anything for me. Let's try battery pack, sledgehammer. Okay, I didn't think so. Didn't think so. Okay. Power hammer. Okay, we're not going to waste the lever with that. But good to know that I can do that. Let's just shoot for the green room. Alright, so a lot of rights. I have to remind myself and retrace my steps now and again. Have you jumped in this game yourself at all, Laser? Onward. Those damn security doors, I hate those things. Oh yeah, we have to go all the way around because the den does not connect, unfortunately. We'll pop this open now that we have a sledgehammer. A fair amount further than I've gotten. Hey, that's what I've heard, and yet you're still trudging through it, huh? Like I said, I've heard this game is quite deep and go on for a while, which is wonderful. It's been really nice streaming this because I've had a lot of other people in the same boat who've gone on a fair amount trickle in and be like, oh, I love this game. I've been playing it for like the last 40 hours or something insane like that. On and off, really. Yeah, same here. I try and space it out. Let's grab some more steps. Oh, pizza. Hell yes. I try and space it out. Like once a week I've been streaming it because I feel like if you keep banging your head against it, you're gonna eventually get tired of it. So you gotta take a break from it now and again. but I'm glad to see a lot of other people trying this game out too, because it is quite lovely. Oh, yes, let's go. Excellent. No new gems, but I did miss something. Because my... Oh, I missed the shovel right in front of me, maybe? Oh my goodness. Old can. And coins. Excellent. Alright, let's head back. Head back towards the top there. Yeah, a lot of courtyards to dig. Mind you, that shovel has been there in the greenhouse this whole time. Yeah, sometimes I miss things, you know? It happens. But nonetheless, very big. That'll help as we retrace our steps through all those damn courtyards. Let's see. Just making sure I'm not blind. We'll have to retrace our steps that way. Okay. And then another game called Botany Manor. See, I've been looking on the lookout for other puzzle games too, so I might have to check that one out. Let's hit the courtyard. So I'm looking for something to stream on maybe like a different day, or maybe even after this if I'm in the mood, but for the time being, this has taken up plenty enough of my headspace. Let's do gymnasium. It's just the thing. It doesn't have to be the next Blueprints, but as long as it's cozy, it hits the ticket. Hey, I'll take a turnip. All right. Sure. Not myself. Okay. I didn't have any other routes. They all dead-ended, so we'll keep heading this way. We'll hit this. Old shoe. Excellent. We'll just do a quick run of all my little dirt piles that I looked over. I don't know, Simon. That brick could be useful. That hall of mirrors just break down damn walls. Another key. That's quite nice. Alright, let's see here. We're heading north. Yes. There's gotta be a way to get into here, right? Because there's dig spots. Maybe like a secret passage or something that can unlock. So we do need this key, because I do want to open up the fountain entrance and try out that theory. Now, I'm not going to get ending credits again, right? We'll be able to push through. Excellent. We love this. I know it's my Hall of Mirrors, but I'm rich now, right? I can repair it. Oh, excellent. Okay, I love the music too. What are you? Okay, the first key found here on the furthest rank. The second key locked tight in the vault of a bank. Okay, so we know we've gotten that before. The third key high up among all the clocks, and the fourth down below beneath all the docks. The fifth key is held by a king on his throne. The sixth in a station left by one of your own. The seventh is major if you draft it quite late, and the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. We're gonna snap a picture of this. So first king is found here on the furthest rank. Second key is locked tight. So we have found the safety deposit box key before. And I have seen the chests down below. And that will open up the doors. Can I take that? Ooh, I can. Former ruby crown of Arinda Ares, recently set with freshly cut sapphires. The first time you draw a red room while drafting, you may remove it from today's draft pool. If you do, gain 1 gem and redraw the floor plans. Excellent. Oh, okay, we do have this. Oh, but it's numbered. Damn. I don't know if I kept the numbers. Let's see here real fast. Let's go back over my little notes. So I think I do know the solution to this one. In the classrooms, there is a geography class. I think it's like classroom 3 or something. But there's a bunch of worksheets, like a bunch of tests the students were taking. And they had specific symbols for each continent, like each nation. I have the symbols, so I know where the symbols go. But if they're numbered, I don't know what numbers they are. They don't have numbers on the worksheet. So there's got to be something else somewhere, either in those classrooms, or see how it says 8 realms in 8 months. Maybe like he did like a journey and there's like a book or something covering that. So we got to be on the lookout for that. But at least we know now where to implement it. Is traveling, exactly. 8 realms in 8 months. So like maybe the first stop, second stop, last stop. So there's got to be a solution somewhere, maybe in those classrooms or maybe in a book, but we know how to implement it, which is good. Because I was looking to see where I could use those symbols that kept coming up. Oh, that's my little bust. That's cute. And the head is missing. Okay. Epson, Sinclair. Anything I can touch or press over. Oh, no, hang on. It's right here. These are the symbols, if I recall. On the fireplace mantle. Yes, that should be them. Okay. The only thing is, it's always simple. That's why this game, I feel super smart sometimes, and then every now and again I'm like, ah, shit, I'm an idiot. But, so the test I took a picture of, if I recall, some of the answers were incorrect, because you didn't get an answer sheet with all of them on it. You had to cross-reference a couple of them and figure out which one is the correct answers. So we're gonna do a little bit of guessing here, but the first symbol is... Okay, so we have the hourglass, we have the little pentagon, we have the mountains, we have the heart, the little puzzle piece, the rainbow, and then a diamond. So who are you? 7. Because I only have 7 nations, but there's 8 buttons. Which one are they missing? Okay, so we have those. We have that little island. We have those islands. We have this continent. So we have these islands, maybe? So let's do... Where's number 1? What highlights? Oh, you know what? Maybe because it's a circle. Like it starts somewhere. So... in that case... Because assumingly, if you're traveling, you're gonna circle back, right? So if it starts and ends maybe on the diamond? So let's try... If they start and end on the diamond, let's give that a shot. Elsewise, we need to find whatever this secret 8th realm is. Pentagon. Pentagon, if this was correct, was this guy here. And then hourglass. Hourglass mountain. So we'll do that. And then mountain, number 4, should be over here. And then we have heart puzzle piece. So I have heart as this guy way over here. And then puzzle piece as this down below. And then it should be rainbow and back to diamond. Rainbow and back to diamond. No, unfortunately, it seems like. So, if I recall, we'll take 2 down, 3 down, because I do believe the pentagon and the hourglass could have been switched. No, okay. So we're gonna have to pop open the classroom again. And also be on the lookout for whatever... Because unless I skipped my history class, but that symbol I don't recognize. See, maybe it does, like with the string, if it makes a certain like shape or something along those lines. Or at least maybe like a complete circle. The thing is, though, is this one. 'Cause I don't think... Because even on all the tests, there was only 7 nations. So that has to be... Or like maybe if there was a revolution or something crazy, I have no clue. But we should double check. We'll have to cross-reference that and take pictures. Let's see. I don't think I have the other instance of it. Okay, hang on. Here we go. 3rd era. Okay, so that should be diamond. Hourglass. Because I have a couple other pictures that I found. I have more letters to find. Yeah, I know. More red letters. I'm already getting distracted. So... Because if I recall... Diamond is actually going to be one of these 2, I think. Because hourglass is going to be... this one right here. Yes. Because I have another picture of a history book. So this is definitely mountain. This is hourglass. So these 2 are flipped. I had other plans for today's run, however, I am now immediately distracted. So let's see, number 3 is hourglass. So, number 3 is this guy. Number 4 is mountain, which is that north one. And then these 2, I think, are diamond and pentagon. So I think let's see. Diamond is last. Pentagon is second. So same deal, like, I think pentagon is second. So let's try pentagon here. And hourglass is that. Diamond is last. So let's do, starting here, and we'll also do diamond here. Then we have number 4, heart puzzle piece. So let's see, 5, so heart, puzzle piece. Okay, so let's try switching these 2. Drat, okay. So that's not it. Oh yeah, I got the keys to find, you're right. I had the keys to find and the red letters to find. Yeah, I am gonna have to go back into the classrooms and figure this out. Yeah, because maybe you do have to make a certain shape or something too. But we have another puzzle to uncover. More clues to find, more keys to find, but for the time being, I think our goal is to see if we can't run back outside and unlock our... I got enough steps. Unlock our fountain entrance, because we haven't unlocked that yet, unfortunately. We do have the other entrances unlocked, but just not the fountain. So let's do that real fast. Oh, yeah, we'll head south. Oh, I'm well aware, Ralphie, and I have not seen everything yet. Like I said, just opening that door alone for a second time, there is a whole another list of things trying to accomplish, so I'm looking forward to it. I did not look in the drawer. Like I said, I miss small things. Is there a drawer? Let's run back real fast. Kill a couple steps. That is okay. We're discovering and learning a lot. Make a puzzle manor in Minecraft. That would be excellent. Oh, there is a drawer. Just like in the office, I missed the drawer. Let's see. The secret room is not as secure as you thought. We have your letters. Oh, damn it. 8 letters, 8 playmates, 1 gold, 100 gold, instructions to follow. Okay, so I'm being blackmailed now by those people who follow us. So 8 letters, 8 playmates. Oh, 8 payments, 8 payments. I'm assuming there was like 8 people conspiring against me. 100 gold, more instructions will follow. Excellent. So now we are being blackmailed. So there is an opposing party out to get us. That is great. And 100 gold. So we're going to have to start stacking up our gold. Which, I mean, we have 3 of the letters. So do we have to make 8 payments? Oh, that's the dead end. Oh, I'm silly. Going the wrong way. Wasting steps. But... yeah, playmates, like I said, I thought they were being, like, super sinister or something, but no, payments, 8 payments. Like, oh, okay. Slightly more reassuring somehow. Laser never found... oh, the letter. Yeah, so, like, we did... what do you call it? One of the prophecies from Alizara in the Rompus room, and he stated apparently there's somebody else in the house, an uninvited guest who's poking around. So I guess I met Herbert Sinclair, you know, our uncle, made some enemies, so maybe we're paying for the sins of the father, so to speak, you know. So there's people who have an issue with us, evidently. We'll call them our playmates for now. But they seem to have an in for us, so we have to maybe pay them off or start saving up our gold to worry about that. But we now have 2 keys, which oh, I should have done the sanctum key too. That's okay. This is something else we wanted to test out for a while now. That's the thing. I don't think we'll get to keep the sanctum key, right? It'll probably stay unlocked if we use it. We'll have to see. Oh, yeah, no, from what I understand, a lot of enemies, a lot of people quite upset with what these people have done and accomplished. Okay, so we can't use the boat, I don't think. Or we have to lower the water by, like, 1, maybe, to access the docks. So that's another pump room theory. That's the old map. We don't need that. Hopefully I don't kill all my steps by the time I get there. Oh, I also don't want to block off my route, though. Well, shoot. In that instance, it might be a day. But at least we got the fountain open. See, there's that symbol. So that's the symbol from the fireplace mantle. And it's got a secondary symbol with it. So my thoughts are maybe they ruled a country, right? Because there were nobles, they're nobility. And if I recall, there was some type of revolution, right? Because there's different eras. So maybe Yes, in the history book it's scratched out because it's redacted. Or like an invasion, yeah. I know there was a power change. And so I think I was right in assuming that this was the starting point and possibly the end point. Or, okay, so hang on. I think I know what country that one's supposed to be from the history book. But I think it might be the same as either the Pentagon or the Hourglass. So we're going to have to play around with that at some point. We are, unfortunately, dangerously low on steps. And we might have to call it a day. A lot of things left on the docket. A lot of things on the list to do. But with that, I think we'll call it. And I think we'll leave the stream off there. We already, I think, are 2.5 hours in, which I think is a good enough run for today. Very good last run. I think it always ends up being like that. I swear I don't aim for that. I always feel like the first couple days of the stream are so-so. We learn a little bit. But I always manage to get a good last run in, and that was definitely a good one. We know a lot more now, and I'm very curious to, one, I think I have the solution for that map puzzle, so I very much want to get that accomplished. I want to fool around with the keys now that we have to find them. I'll start thinking about those riddles. And I still want to play around with the pump room, because the pump room, I feel like that there's still a lot to do with the reservoir. And we now know one of the keys is in one of those chests in the reservoir, so we have to find a way to fully empty it, which we have our theories on. But all in all, I think we had a good run, and I'm excited to see what else we can uncover, I think, next stream. Thank you guys, all of you, for joining me. Ralphine, Laser, Mew, always a pleasure having you along for the ride and chatting with you. As always, I'll be streaming next Monday as well, same time, 3:30. Pacific Standard Time, I should say. But thank you guys for joining up. Laser, thanks for stopping by. I hope to see you guys next time. If not, catch in when you can. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night and a wonderful start and rest of your week. All in all, good night, good morning, wherever you are, and goodbye.